Alright, I am making another video on Disney Mandela effects because there's still more that I can talk about. So, yeah. Anyways, I was gonna say let's get into it, but I also want to say before we get into it is that you shouldn't really take Mandela effects completely 100% seriously. Like, a lot of these are just joke. Well, I mean, a lot of the people that talk about them are kinda like joking a little bit about, like, are they real or are they not real? It's kind of just a joke, so, like, obviously you shouldn't take it too seriously. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that before I get into the video, because it's, like, I don't think anyone really seriously believes these for, like, 100%, like, a real thing that is happening, you know? So, yeah. Anyways, let's get into the video. So, the castle at Disney? It's like, Cinderella's whole thing. It's supposed to be her castle, right? Um, so like, usually people say Cinderella's castle, right? Like, I feel like that's usually what people say. But then it's just called Cinderella Castle. It's not Cinderella's castle, it's just Cinderella Castle. And it's kind of like, shouldn't it be like her castle? Like, not just a castle that is like based off of Cinderella or whatever. Like, isn't it supposed to be her castle? Or is that just something that people assumed was hers? But like, also, it's like at other locations. Like, isn't there other castles that are like based off of other princesses, and they're like this person's castle or whatever? Like, shouldn't it be Cinderella's castle? Like, I don't know. I think it's kind of weird that it's not like her castle. It's not Cinderella's castle. It's just Cinderella Castle. And why? Why? I don't know. It is a little weird because I feel like most people are usually gonna say Cinderella's castle. But then if you look it up on like official Disney like websites and stuff, it's just Cinderella Castle. Like official whatever, or like things where it's supposed to be like, this is, I don't know, the correct version or whatever, correct way to say it or whatever. It's just Cinderella Castle. Like on Walt, or like Disney's like official site or whatever. Like, I could probably just go to it right now. Like, it literally just says Cinderella Castle on the Disney World website. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know, did everyone just assume that it was Cinderella's castle and didn't realize that's just Cinderella Castle? I don't know, but that's just something I kind of wanted to bring up here, where it's kind of like, I don't know, like, is it a Mandela effect? Probably not, but it's still kind of weird how it's just Cinderella Castle when it should probably be Cinderella's Castle. It just makes sense in your head, right? That it should be Cinderella's castle. I don't know. But, anyways, let's move on to the next one. Alright, for this one is, I don't know, it's a little bit different, maybe? But, yeah, so this one is supposed to be how people liked Zach more when the shows were airing. But then now, as we're all older, then it seems like a lot of people like Cody more. And I guess a lot of people remember, yeah, a lot of people remember people liking Zach more. But then now everyone likes Cody more, and it's kind of like this weird shift of people used to liking Zach more, and now a lot of people like Cody more. Which, I mean, I was one of those people that preferred Cody over Zach. Like, obviously, neither of them are that great, but I still would prefer Cody over Zach. Like, if I had to choose one of them to be, like, my favorite of the two, I would pick Cody over Zach. Um, a lot of people are like, oh, if you liked Cody, you're lying, or whatever. Like, if you liked Cody as a kid, you're lying. It's like, What? Like, no, I actually liked Cody more than Zach as a kid too, just 'cause Zach is really fucking annoying and obnoxious, and he was really weird towards girls, and it's just like, bruh, go sit in the corner. You're just sit the fuck down. I don't think I could stand a moment being around him just because he acted like he was always like super cool and whatever. It's like, bruh, you're a fucking child. Sit the fuck down. Like, no one's really that cool, you know? Like, I just, bruh, you're trying too fucking hard, and it's actually kind of sad. And I mean with Cody, yeah, he's like kind of a know-it-all, and he can be kind of annoying in his own way too, but I still kind of prefer that over Zach, and yeah, so I don't know. Like, a lot of people are like, no, everyone liked Zach as, like, when we were kids and stuff, but then, like, I mean, I kind of feel like I was, like, the only one who cared about Cody over Zach as a kid. Like, I was, like, I'm sure there was more Zach fans than Cody when I watched it as a kid, so I kind of thought that too, but I kind of, I guess, see more Cody fans now. I don't know, maybe kind of, but I don't know. And then also a lot of people want to blame the Cody fans like liking him nowadays because of like Riverdale and whatever, but it's like a lot of people didn't watch Riverdale. Like I didn't watch Riverdale. I didn't like I'm not fucking touching that show. Like I don't want to watch Riverdale. Like I'm not fucking touching that show. I haven't and I won't. Like I'm not watching that shit. So it's like I don't like Cody because of Riverdale. They're not even the same character. It's the same actor but not the same character. So like why would that have any relation? I don't know. But yeah, I never really watched. I don't think I really I don't remember watching anything else that had either of these two in it, except for I not that long ago I did watch the Lisa Frankenstein movie, and it wasn't that bad actually, but like, I didn't watch that until like this year, and I still liked Cody more than Zach before I watched that movie. So I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from, but okay, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you guys remember with like people liking Zach or Cody more, like when we were kids or now as we're adults? I don't know, but yeah, anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next one in the list. Okay, so this one is about how you remember Pumbaa being spelled, which I know that, like, you probably don't really know how Pumbaa is spelled just watching the movie, because it's like, they don't write names down really in that movie. It's not like they can just write down on a piece of paper and with a pencil or something, because most of these animals don't have hands that can write stuff. So, you know, obviously we're probably not really gonna know how to spell these names unless you like know the language, then you might know how to spell it. But most of us, I'm sure, watching Lion King were, dumb English speakers, and we, probably don't really know very much of other languages. So, there's that whole thing. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people think Pumbaa is Pumba, but then in reality, it's with the two A's at the end. It's Pumbaa. And, I feel like a lot of people assumed it was just the one A, but I guess it's, in I Swahili is I don't know if I can say that correctly, but in that language, it's two A's. So, you know, I feel like a lot of people assumed it was one A, but it's actually two A's. So, I don't know. I guess this isn't necessarily a Disney Mandela effect. It's probably just, dumb English speakers not knowing how to spell stuff in other languages. Also, it's like, it's not specific to Disney, it's just a spelling of a word in a different language. So it's probably more of a language Mandela effect if it actually was a Mandela effect. But, it also has to do with Lion King, because most people know this word, or at least most people outside of that language know this word of Lion King, probably. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it's all just people that don't know this language, and then they assume it's one A when it's two A's. So, yeah. But, I don't know, I still wanted to add this in here, just because why not? But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next one. Alright, so this one is another spelling one where it's Cruella de Vil's name, specifically her last name. So I actually have seen a lot of people misspell her name with her last name and stuff. But yeah, um, but yeah, her name is supposed to sound like Cruel Devil, Cruella de Vil, Cruel Devil. It's kind of a play on like words or sounds or whatever. I don't know, something, some one of those. But yeah, I have seen people misspell her last name, so it's you know Cruella, and then um, the DE and then the VIL are separated. And then a lot of people want to misspell it and put it like the D and then a vil together and put an E at the end, also an extra L, but it's separated and it doesn't have an E at the end. So, yeah, like if you look up her name or look her up, it will come up with the correct spelling and it shows Cruella and then Deville and not Cruella Deville. Yeah. I mean, I guess I kind of get like people, like maybe the last name that people mix it up with, like is it actually a real last name? I mean, people also spell it that way for deviled eggs, but deviled eggs has one L. Um, Also, if you just spell devil, it's one L, um, but I guess, yeah, there's, you know, real things that are spelled with the wrong version for her name. Like, there's other things out there that are called Deville, but with the two L's and the E, and it's like put together. So, I mean, maybe that's where people are getting it from. I don't know, but like her name, like I remember her name being separated there for the last name, and it was one L with no E. So I don't know, but like, what do you guys think? Maybe you guys remember differently. I don't know, but yeah, I just wanted to bring this one up for reasons, I guess. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna move on to the last one I have here. Alright, the last one is Cinderella's dress. Like, is it blue or is it silver? And this one is actually real. Um, like this one, if you go look at, I mean, well, they did change her dress to be more blue than silver at some point. But for like the original movie, like I mean for marketing stuff, they did kind of change it to blue so it could kind of I guess stand out a little bit more among other princesses, but also with like I guess it's like a Blu-ray version that they changed it to be like a little bit more blue, but also with the changing that, it kind of messed with the lines and stuff. So it's a little wonky after that. I don't know if they kind of fixed it or not, but like the lines on her dress are a little bit like non-existent now because of them editing that for the Blu-ray version. But yeah, so I guess, it's technically true. If you look up like blue versus silver dress or whatever, then, you know, has like the original and then like the updated version or whatever. And then like, there's actual film versus her like, you know, marketed version when she's with other princesses and stuff. And people have done edits where they made her dress more silver for her like, you know, marketing look because they just like I guess they just made her blue to stand out more among the other princesses, and then I guess they wanted to kind of give her a blue dress in the movie too, to try to, I don't know, do whatever, but like, I don't know, I think they should have just kept it silver in the movie instead of trying to update it to make it look different. And yeah, I don't know. I might actually have to check, does Disney Plus have it where there's the original silver, or do they have it where it's blue in the Disney Plus version? I'm gonna have to check that because I haven't, like, I think I watched Cinderella on Disney Plus since Disney Plus was a thing, but like I don't really remember if it was blue or silver because it's been a little bit since I watched it on there, so I don't really remember. But yeah, her dress is supposed to be silver. They just changed it at some point to make her stand out more among other princesses, and then also they changed it in the movie for like 4K version or Blu-ray or something's one of those things. So it is changed. It's not really a Mandela effect. Like it's a real thing that did happen. But yeah, it's just I don't know. And then it messed with the lines and stuff on her dress. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, this one is a real one, but it's not really a Mandela effect. It's just something that they changed in the movie with editing and stuff. So yeah, there you go for that one. Anyways, that was the last one. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. So bye.